What's up? DK here, and hockey season is almost in full swing. And so, since the big games are coming out, NHL 2K10 and NHL 10 from EA Sports and 2K Sports, of course, I thought I'd take a few minutes to come out here, shoot on my kid's hockey net without my kid, because I usually freaking pwn him and make him feel bad about it. Anyway, I thought I'd come out here and waste a couple minutes of my time and yours looking like a jackass in my neighborhood and talking about the games and letting you know what I thought, since I've spent a very substantial amount of time with both. So first and foremost, here's the deal, okay? NHL 09, last year's game by EA Sports, was obviously a landmark title. It won like 50 billion Sports Games of the Year awards, and so it just kind of laid the smackdown on the competition. Oh, son of a bitch. So that's a tough act to follow, right? So what are they going to do? Basically, they kind of just refined the gameplay. It's not a huge dramatic leap over last year's title, but it is definitely refined and improved in terms of the online play. You have more customization and more things to do with your character. And they tried to fix a lot of the crap that people bitched about, which was the, cheap goals and goalies and all that kind of stuff. So you could definitely see an improvement there. And it's all around better online experience. Now, as far as the gameplay mechanics themselves, they definitely improved the board. They added the board play, which is freaking awesome. And it feels forced sometimes, like, they're just like, hey, look, it's a new feature, you're up against the boards. But for the majority, it just flows organically into the game. And so you feel the ramifications of the board play when, the puck's being cycled around down low and kind of scrumming for the puck and all that jazz. And overall, it's a good addition. The fighting, which is first-person fighting now, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lack of, like, punch to your punches. The physics in it doesn't feel, like, terribly, weighty. But it's good. It's a step in the right direction, I think. So, I'm going to give that one a go. Top shelf. Oh, I suck so bad. So anyway, it's good. That's a good addition. There's, the Be a Tough Guy mode, which is actually really, really fun as well. I got to meet with Milan Lucic for Game Trailers TV to talk about that, and that was, if you saw that, there's a lot of really cool things in that mode to bring a player like him to life out there on the ice. So, a long list of improvements, but really, it's, last year's game was so good, they really just kind of needed to improve it a little bit, and that's what they did. So it's a very, very solid game. Now, NHL 2K, good game as well. It's good, but it's lacking in a lot of key areas. It just doesn't feel like you're emotionally invested in the game. I mean, I'm kind of a freak, and if you're a hockey fan, then you probably know that, when you're rooting for your team, mine is the Rangers if you can't tell, then basically, you live and die with everything they do out there on the ice, and it's a very dramatic, emotional sport where if you talk crap, you better be able to back it up, because you're going to get your lights knocked out. If you're out there on the ice talking, pansy talk, you better be able to freaking back it up. But there's no emotion in NHL 2K. That's the only problem I have with it. It feels kind of bland. I mean, it's a very solid game at its core, but unlike Alexander Ovechkin, who's the cover athlete, you don't really feel like there's a lot of personality to the game. They did improve their online. They tried to kind of, step up their game and meet up with EA in terms of the EA Sports Hockey League. They have this team-up feature, and you could get on there and have leagues and full seasons and playoffs and all that jazz. And it works out well, I mean, it's cool for what it is, but it feels bland. A lot of the features in the game are kind of recycled from the last few years. And considering that at one point in time, the 2K franchise was the dominant series, I know they got less money probably to develop the game and all that jazz, but, they just need to step it back up and really look at the competition and say, how are we going to make our game that much better? And they're the only game on the Wii, so they have no competition there. But in terms of, for the 360 and PS3, for me, 2K has a lot of potential, but this year, they fall short because of the fact that it just doesn't feel like a very memorable experience. The arenas look awesome, the gameplay's solid, it's a mix between arcade and simulation, but in terms of overall package, I definitely would have to go with NHL again this year, and just hope that 2K kind of brings the thunder next year and spends a lot of time focusing on capturing the essence of hockey which is amazingly cool slap shots like this. Check this out. Okay, ready? Can I make a goal? What the freak? This is my driveway. Home ice. Can't even make a goal. Couple shots, couple shots, couple shots. Oh God, I need a ball boy.